Well, good morning, folks. It's 4 o'clock in the morning in Aiken, South Carolina, high above the garage. This is Jim Voss with Just My Opinion. Been on a little bit of a hiatus, trying to get the kids ready to go back to school and all that good stuff. This is a very thrown together podcast. I don't have a really storyboard or script to do, so it's all going to be straight from the hip. I guess things have just been building up here lately. Just, you know how it gets. Crap just mounts up. It seems to want to kick you when you're down, and you just get so fed up with the bullshit coming out of the boob tube and out of the local media. I'm tired of being considered to be ignorant, just like you are. I'm tired of being used, pushed around, and told that my opinion and my vote doesn't matter. At what point did we give politicians the right to lie? And then to readdress the lie as, oops, I made a mistake. See, we misspeak, that's considered a lie. Politician misspeaks, well, he misspoke. At the end of every address that he does to the Congress or the Senate, he will say, without exception, without objection, be able to tender my words and my sentences and then review them and adapt them later on. Well, what does that mean? That means that if I tell a lie and the public or my constituents call me on it, I have the ability to go back and change my written word so that it says I never said it. We give our politicians the ability to lie and then to retract it, redact it, and turn it into truth. I can't think of any other organization that we allow that to happen in, but it does in the United States government, and it happens daily. Other things that have been bothering me, I guess, lately is the school systems within the United States. I'm probably going to get another sanction or kicked off of the air again, but I just cannot understand most school boards in their establishment of protocol for what's going to be taught and what's not going to be taught and how it's going to be taught and who is going to teach it. The school system has got its mind wrapped around, let's see if we can cater to the 1% of the population who wants to be something else, who wants to be anti-everything, anti-freedom, anti-flag, anti-God, anti-whatever, just anti-everything. And then you have the child that's the child of the United States of the waiting to be offended. I don't care how you say it, I don't care how you put it, I don't care how you phrase it, I don't care how the tone or inflection is on your statement, you're going to be called on the carpet for it. Teachers can't teach anymore. They've got a protocol and a book that they have to go by, and that protocol and those books, those training manuals that come down from what is, I guess now probably one of the most liberal Department of Educations in the world. We must be all inclusive to make sure that nobody gets their feelings hurt, that everybody feels included, and everybody's going to get a trophy for just showing up in the damn stadium. Doesn't make a difference if you play well or not. By the way, I was a minor league coach for a long time. I was a pony league coach for a while, and I was a t-ball coach all the way down. Pop Warner leagues, all that stuff. Everybody doesn't need a trophy. A trophy to a kid is something he earned. or she. When I say he, I'm not the sexist, okay? He earned. Hell, if you just get a trophy showing up in the parking lot, what good is the trophy? What does it stand for? Does it stand for accomplishment? How about this? Let's just take the big long belt that the Boy Scouts wear and give him all the badges. Give him how to do a campsite. Give him this. Give him leadership. Give him whatever. Give him this. Give him that. Just give him the whole damn thing. Just let him pin the big swath of cloth across their chest. I don't know what they call it. And let them put their medals and accolades and badges just on it. And bam, you're an Eagle Scout. Hell, you can go from being a Cub Scout to an Eagle Scout overnight. That's just about the way we're doing it. That's just about the way we're doing it. China could give a rat's ass less about that 1%. Russia, Putin said, hey, look, if you don't want to be here, you don't want to live here, you don't want to go by our rules, then don't come here. I kind of like that. I love my freedom. I gave 25 years of my life to the military and 40 years of my life to law enforcement. I love my freedoms. Don't get me wrong. I love my vets. I love those who volunteered. I love those who were snatched into service by Uncle Sugar. I love those people, whether they sorted mail or shoveled shit. I don't care. Or blew up things. Love my vets. Proud to be one. But China and Russia are training their people to take over America. I can't remember the exact figure, but it's from birth to death in China. And Russia runs on a different type of, I guess, push from Rudy Poo. But their goal is to dominate. And our goal is to accommodate. They're killing us in other countries with math and science. They're moving forward. If we want a really good inventor, researcher, doctor, whatever the specialty is, we got to import them. We got to go as a headhunter and lure them away from that job and promise them the world in hopes that they will produce for us, because we can't generate the kids that have enough smarts to run the world. We wrapped ourselves, excuse me please, I'm fighting not the flu, not COVID, but allergies. We are slowly but surely becoming the accommodation kings of the world. We're so worried that someone is going to lead, that someone is going to be number one, that someone is going to be the champion, that someone's going to be the trained killer on the battlefield, that we pull everybody back, we dummy down. That's what they were doing a long time ago with McNamara. They were going to dummy down the system. I know I was part of McNamara's 100,000 when I was a crew chief now on an F-4 fighter, and they give you somebody who's, hey, I'm going to be politically incorrect, he's a little bit slow, and you put him on a multi-million-dollar aircraft with miles and miles of electronic wiring and delicate instruments and features, and you're going to tell this kid who has trouble right now working at McDonald's or Burger King, You're going to tell him that he's going to be a crew chief on an aircraft. I'm sorry, folks. It's just reality. Some people don't need to be in a certain slot. I don't care who your brother-in-law is. Don't care who your daddy is, okay? If he was VP. Some kids don't need to be in sports. I'm sorry. Yes, if they want to play, get in the backyard with mom and pop and let grandma and grandpa shag some balls out in the field, but everybody doesn't need to play sports. Parents, stop trying to live your lives through your kids. Stop trying to live your lives through your grandkids. Maybe that kid's better at playing the piano than he is trying to hit a baseball. Maybe she's better at designing dresses or a new surgical skill than she is playing soccer. Just because that career field, that part of life is out there doesn't mean that everybody needs to participate in it. There's not many things in my life I haven't done, but there's certain things that I can't do. I can't draw. I wish I could. I can't. The best thing I've got going for me is I can communicate with people. I guess that's a good thing. I did okay carrying a badge and a gun for 40 years of my life, and I did okay as an enlisted person, then as an officer in the military, and different wars. Yeah, and I got plenty of badges. You can see behind me, I got scads of medals, but the military's not for everyone. Basketball, baseball, football, it's not for everyone. I don't care if you change your gender or not. Because you change your gender doesn't make you a football player or a baseball player or a swimmer or whatever. But we here in America have got to make you all inclusive of our world. So if you want to change your sex and if you want to play on the other team now and you're like a foot taller than everybody else and you got an Adam's apple and you still want to swim on the girls' swim team, we're going to make a way for you to do it. If you want to go with your pervert self into a little girl's bathroom and you're a 45-year-old hairy male that's wearing a G-string, we're going to find a way to let you do it. Because we got to be all inclusive. We don't want to hurt your feelings because you want to be someone else. That you'd rather stand or sit when you go to the bathroom. And we're going to find a way. We can find the fire. We can find the fire for everything in this world except for what is right. We can find the fire to go to the other side of the world and kick ass. We can find the fire to make sure that everybody who gets a sex change operation will fund it through the federal government. If they want to go into the military, will pay $1 million per soldier to change their sex. They can't get it on the market, so they join the military and they let the military pay for it. Because why? Because the military wants to be all inclusive. That's my kitten trying to tear the place down. Which she does on a regular basis. Where's that fire for what's right? Where's that fire for our democracy? Where? Now I gotta stop and rearrange everything. Sorry about that, folks. It looks like we had an earthquake here in the man cave, but this is a little tiny 6-inch long kitty cat that my wife and I just got, and he is on crack. He just climbs on everything and turns it over and then expects to be loved, loved, loved. Kind of like Democrats. Now, let's get back. I felt like a Baptist preacher. I had just brought you to the cross early, had you on your knees, and then all of a sudden we had a hailstorm and everybody had to go inside. We've lost that fire, and that's scary. For you see, the government, the Chinese, the Russians, the people who hate us, that are working against us in every avenue of society, know and understand that we have lost the ability to fight, and we have. It brings tears to my eyes. It scares the hell out of me that we will sit by and watch our freedoms be taken away from us. And we allow this to happen by the people that we don't vet, but we elect, and we give them the freedoms and the privilege to change our world while we watch television and think about days gone by that were good and fun. If not for you, think about what we are letting society create for our children. I have a mom. Well, I did. She's passed. Not a birthing person. What are they calling my dad? Man with a penis? Sperm donor? Come on. We are spending so much of our time worried about what the hell we're going to call each other that we're going to lose the freedom to call anyone anything anymore. And that's my biggest bitch. High above the garage in Aiken, South Carolina, this is Jim Voss with just my opinion. And I want you to know that I do care about this country and I do care about you. I want to be your voice. I want to be the guy who jumps up and down and raises hell for you. If you're timid, if you're shy, let me know. Give me a like, give me a banana, give me a hot dog, give me something. We still have a beer to go get and a warm shower to take together. I love you. You take care of yourself. Stay sassy. Don't forget, whatever you're going to be your best at it. Black, white, Republican, Democrat, moron, idiot. What does it make a difference? Be your best. God bless.